Behind these walls at the Olokuta Medium Security Custodial Center are inmates convicted for different reasons and serving different terms of sentence. But these differences are being shoved aside as they embarked on a special 3 days fasting and prayer for Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu.
We are going to rise up for Mr. Governor and thank the Lord of mercy by healed him.
Christians among them gathered at the center's chapel to intercede for Governor Akeredolu on his health challenge, which has kept him off official duties for some time. For them, his goodwill towards those at the center since the inception of his administration is undeniable, particularly in granting amnesty.
He's a man that loved the inmates very well, and we know the impact he's doing in our lives. That is why we deem it fit that for 3 days we are going to fast and pray for him so that God can restore him back, so that he can finish his tenure in good health. That's why we are doing the prayer. And I want to also tell you that we are not going to stop. Even after these 3 days fasting and prayer, we are still going to continue to pray for him until we hear that he is back and is sound and healthy. Every year, he normally releases us, most especially those of us that he sees that we have turned a new leaf and that we are begging for a pardon, a second chance to prove that we have turned from our bad ways. So this June 12th now, because he's not around, so we couldn't felt his impact. That is why we felt like, okay, we must pray for him. Nothing must happen to him because he is our benefactor.
The Muslim inmates are also not left behind in the 3 days fasting and prayer sessions as they converge in the mosque within the premises to request Allah's healing powers over the state's emsman.
Pray for our governor, Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu, who is not in good health, for God to restore his health to the best form, because since 2017 he was being led and being appointed by God, because he led him to this point and he won't leave him alone. So he should stand firm and fear not, because God is with him.
Recitation from the Holy Quran, supererogatory salat, among other Islamic prayers were medium for the supplication. The inmates are also not oblivious to some of the current socio-economic realities in Nigeria as they prayed for a successful tenure for President Bola Tinubu.
Praying for our whole country, we have all been in the struggle, the rich and the poor, for a couple of years, for God to restore it to the best form for us, all of us. And the new appointed President Tinubu, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, God should empower him and give him more strength to guide us to the best path in this country.
While they long for the freedom of their own, the conviction is that prayers for themselves is also key. According to officials at the facility, the correctional service places premium on the reformation of character through religious means.
There are some constitutional duties that he is expected to carry out within the past 2-3 months now, for the mere fact that he has not been around. Our inmates have not been so happy in that area. So as a result of that, they decided to go on this prayer section, that wherever he may be now, the Lord God will touch him, heal him, and let him come back safely to continue with the good works he has been doing.
It is clear that the inmates believe that the return of Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu to the saddle will transcend to joy for them, despite being in the confines of the facility.
The walls are high and the movement inside this facility is restricted, but the inmates are not deterred. They are confident that their voices will reach heaven and be accepted. Sahid Aribisala, OSLC News.